As I've been sitting down with people and talking with people and grabbing coffee with all sorts of people about Take Heart Church, they've had a lot of questions. But one question that has come up in a lot of conversations is, what is Take Heart Church about? So through a series of videos, I want to let you know some of our core values, things that are important to us. It's not really going to deal with style and method. It's not really going to deal with what type of worship songs or are we going to do sermon series. To be honest with you, that's not really the most important thing to me. What's important is our core values and what are we about, who are we. So I want to share those things with you. So this is one of the first videos of what is Take Heart Church about. One of our core values, and the one that I want to talk to you about in this video, is simply the word love. If you go to our website, in our core values section, it says that we will love people regardless of their race, social standing, and past mistakes. That's what we want to do. We want to love people. In order to understand that, I think you have to understand what the word love really means. We use the word love for everything in our culture, right? I mean, we talk about, I would love to come see you, or I love cheeseburgers, or I love Clemson football, or I love a certain sport, or I love a certain activity. We kind of use that word to encompass a lot of different areas. But in the Bible, it wasn't really like that. They had several words for love. One like eros. Eros meant an erotic love. It meant a sensual love, a love that you may have between a boyfriend and a girlfriend, or a husband and a wife, in a moment of intimacy. And then you had a word like phileo. Phileo was a word that meant brotherly love. It's a love that I may have for my best friend or for a group of friends. It's a strong love. It's a bonding love, but it still, in a way, is based on some circumstances. Because one of my best friends, his name is Justin. I mean, we have a strong bond. We're best friends. We love each other, but he loves his wife Arlene a whole lot more than he'll ever love me, and that's important to know. And so there are some circumstances that come with that type of love. But there's also a word in the Bible called agape. And that's the love that we're talking about. What does agape mean? Agape means it is undeserved, unmerited, unconditional. There's nothing you can do to earn it. There's nothing you can do to deserve it. There's nothing that you can do to buy it. And there is nothing that you can do to lose it. That's the type of love that God has for us. In 1 John 4:16, it said that God is love. And that word love is agape. It says that's who God is. It's the essence of who God is. God equals agape love. We see that in John 3:16 it says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life." That word love there is not phileo or eros, it is agape. For God so loved us unconditionally, unmerited. We didn't deserve it. We can't do anything to earn it, and we can't do anything to lose it. He loved us so much that he sent Jesus to die for us. Isn't that an awesome thought? So with that in mind of John 3:16, we flip over to Matthew chapter 22, verses 36 through 40. And what's happening is the religious leaders are trying to entrap Jesus. And they're trying to say, okay, Jesus, well, tell us, what's the greatest commandment? And he looks at him and he says, love the Lord with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. But then he didn't stop there. He says, and the second is just as important. He says, love your neighbor as yourself. That word love is agape. We are to love people as God loves us, and not just how he loves us, but how he is, and he is love. See, God has no conditions on his love. He doesn't say, I love you if you do this, or I love you if you change, or I love you if you perform a certain act. He just says, I love, because he is love. That's what we want to be at Take Heart Church. We want to love people regardless of their race, regardless of their mess ups, regardless of their economic standing, regardless of what somebody else has told them. We want to love the people that people say are unlovable, and we want to love the people that everybody loves. We just want to love. We're not going to put a condition on it. We're not going to put a price on it. We're not going to put, you can come to us if you change a certain way. We just want you to come, and we're going to let God's love change you, and we're going to love you that way. So what is Take Heart Church about? We're going to be about love. Unconditional, unmerited, undeserved love. That's what Take Heart will be, and that's one of our core values. Thanks so much for watching and listening to this video. I hope that you'll go to our website, takeheartchurch.com. You can see all of our core values. We're going to talk about a lot of those in the next couple of videos. I love you all, and don't forget, we got a lot of events coming up. Check out our website, check out our Facebook page, keep up with what's going on. We'd love to see you at our next Take Heart event. See you later.
It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are.